What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy, Martin Skirsis, for coming through and boosting up the coin. So, the weigh-in results are now in, folks. First off, we'll play the video. Essentially, they say Tyson Fury weighed in 281 pounds, which is obviously obscenely heavy. Let's play the video now. Start waffling the place up. Here we go.
281 pounds for the challenger that gets DK. 281 pounds for the challenger that gets DK. 226 pounds for the reigning independent champion, Alexander Usyk.
So you got Fury at 281 and Usyk at 226. Now, listen. If you look here, this is the bigger footage, obviously, of Fury weighing in. He has got, in fact, you can't even see that, can you, to be fair? Tyson Fury's got the most heavy gear on I've ever seen for a weigh-in. And to be honest, if you look carefully at his pockets, he might even have some weights in there, to tell the truth. I can see some big, long objects. Pause. Let's zoom in some more for you, man. No diddy. Maybe even more, actually. Here we go. So you look, I can see there's a line down there, man. There's a line. He could have weights in his boots, but he's got a thick old jacket on, a big leather jacket. Them leather jackets can be a kilo easy, maybe even 2 kilos. He's got 2 kilos up there, which is about 4 pounds. Then he's got another jumper underneath. Then he's got a long pair of trousers on. God knows what's in there. And I also believe he's put some stilts in his, not stilts, but the things that pad out your shoes. Because in the face-offs recently, he's looked a lot bigger than he normally does. And what this really means is, a lot of the talk sport homosexuals, oh man, this proves Fury's coming in for power. Number one, he will be inevitably heavier, depending on how many weights he's slipped into his pockets. I don't think he'll be 262 on fight night, which is the weight he was last time. If he comes in 281 with all this gear on, let's take off 10 pounds, for example, that's 271, so he's put 10 pounds on. He is hooked. Even more so now. Luckily for us, the Usyk odds have been getting longer in the tooth. So you get more money every single minute that goes by. More or less, by the time this fight starts, you're going to get a 1-1 on Usyk. And that's what I'm going for. I'm waiting for the 1-1 to come through and bash, I'm in there. This guy's going to be heavier. He's obviously trying to imitate. If you look at Fury's box rec, he's trying to imitate the Wilder 2. That's what makes sense to me. And I'm more or less, let's call it 272, 271. Let's see what he weighed for Wilder 2. He weighed for Wilder 2, 273. Bash! There you go then. That makes a lot of sense, right? He came in 281 with a bunch of gear on. And in reality, he weighs 273-ish. That's what I'm guessing. And Paris Fury's talked about, all the kind of industry, yes, he's coming in like Wilder 2 now. As if Fury's fighting another basketball player. Yeah? If Usyk was a basketball player, it'd make sense. It's going to be somewhat similar. No. Don't make a scrap of difference. He's going to be gassed even more. Them knees, yeah, I've told you already, them knees are not weight-bearing knees. So when you put more weight on them, he's going to be stiffer, slower, and more goosed than you've ever seen before. That said, like I've mentioned, it could be possible he is still 260 and he's trying to do all the mind games. But on that note of the mind games, it's funny because Fury used to criticise Vlad for doing all that. Vlad was known for putting things in his shoes to look taller and doing all the moody, weird things, making the canvas really spongy so people can't move. And Fury used to slag him off, saying you're insecure and I got your number. So now, the insecure versions, haters, have become the insecure virgins. What Tyson Fury once criticised, he's now doing. He's having to, and this shows you, again, YB, you never boxed before. Johnny Nelson has, and all these other dudes have, and they know, and whoop-de-whoop. Yeah? If Johnny Nelson don't see how a man trying to appear heavier is a man in a drag, not real, fugazi, fake, allegedly, some people say. Some people say a man in a drag is fake news. Not me. I believe it's real. They're real women for sure. Yeah. That shows someone's insecure. You having to play all these I never really got it. These mind games. They're mind games. They're mind games. Now, on an opposing factor here, implying Tyson Fury may even be as heavy as 281, is this. Dave Allen put a video out and it makes sense. Apparently, in Saudi, they weigh in at about 10 in the morning on Friday. So these weigh-ins here are ceremonial, meaning I don't actually know how are they taking the weight from this ceremonial one? Because Fury looks down and says 281. And earlier in the day, was he in his budgie smugglers and weighed less? I don't know. But Dave Allen definitely said the weigh-in wasn't in the night. It was 10 a.m. UK time, I believe. So that's a possibility. Either way, though, unless he's got a significant amount of weights in, it's still going to be 270. I would have liked him if I wanted him to win. I'm happy he's coming heavier, potentially. That's going to benefit us. He's going to come in heavy and he's going to pay for it. Because you're not fighting a basketball player. Fury weighed something similar for the Wilder free fight. And yes, he won that fight, but he went life and death. He was 277 against Deontay Wilder. He went life and death though, and he was goosed, absolutely hanging in that fight. It just so happened that Wilder was even more goosed because he put on about 40 pounds. Look, Wilder weighed in 238 for their third fight, and in his first fight he was 212. So he's put on the best part of 30 pounds, which is ridiculous. So that's why Fury looked half decent or managed to get, and he was struggling in that fight with Wilder, and Wilder was slow as molasses. Oh, kind of them skinny little legs, lunging in. And he still got put down twice. So, unless we don't know, there's too many unknowns here. Yeah? But my base case has always been Fury, 10 pounds and isn't, well, it's not a massive amount of weight, but it's 5 kilos. You pick a 5 kilo dumbbell up and put it on your back and start jumping around. See how much it helps you or not. And the power aspect, he's not a power puncher anyway, man. Yeah? You don't really, people say, oh, you gain weight, but you gain power by putting weight on. Ask Jarrell Miller. How hard does he punch? He can't punch for toffee. Statistically speaking. Ask Mr. Blobby Andy Ruiz. He can't punch for toffee. These are the heaviest guys, 280, 300 pounds. Oops. Speed kills. Speed kills. It's the ones you don't see. It's the ones that are just all over you and slapping you half to death like Usyk. They're the ones that matter. If you're even look at people like Canelo. When Canelo got in there with a fast slapper, Bivol, he didn't know what was going on. When he got in there with Floyd, who was fast. Can't punch for toffee. Bivol and Floyd can't punch for toffee. But they're fast. And they, well, not so much Floyd, but Bivol will slap you half to death with 5 quick shots. You're all bamboozled. Canelo goes in there plodding, big heavy shots. It works against the twinks. But these kind of Chechen dons, they're different. Yeah? So, Fury's cooked. And I'm glad that the homosexuals, as expected, are pumping up his odds. Because that's going to put us on. Bottom line, folks. It's going to put us on. This guy's bulbous and heavy. Now, Usyk weighed in 226. In the last fight, he was 223. It's different again. We don't know what, 3 pounds, who cares? 3 pounds, 3 pounds, yeah? It doesn't make a scrap of difference. But when Usyk weighed in, he also had clothes on, not as heavy. He didn't have the full-on Conor McGregor, redneck, biker gang gear on like Tyson Fury did. But he had enough clothes. He would have had easily a kilo or two of clothes on there. So you take it down, that bangs right where Usyk said it'd be, 222, 223. So Usyk hasn't changed. I like that. I like him the same or maybe a little bit lighter. I tend to lean, because it's not like Usyk. Usyk wasn't bone dry. He doesn't necessarily need to be, but his speed is what's going to do this. It's not like you need to really be able to punch. You've already clipped him anyway. Fury's chin's gone, and Bongo put him down. Wilder, the cruiserweight, put him down. So this is solid for Usyk. And from Fury's perspective, unless he's pulled off a big thing and he's really 262, it can only hurt him, in my opinion. It can only hurt him. Now, finally, again, a lot of the talk sport / industry homosexuals were saying, oh man, Fury, yes, my name's Uncle Johnny, and I saw the way Fury's looked at Usyk for 10 minutes this time. Last time, he just turned away. And I said, you can't read into that. This guy's all over the place. Johnny's like, oh, he wasn't talking rubbish this time. He's just bang on it and he's on a mission. Oops, 2-2s. Fury's losing his head at the press conference face-off. This time, though, there was no 10 minutes there. I don't really want to take my word for it. I don't want to play it because it's DAZN's footage and there'll be pagans. Essentially, I'll do a frame by frame instead. Let's do a frame by frame. So the frame by frame is here. So you see Usyk spark on him. Fury eventually turns to Usyk. He spends about, what? Let's count the seconds. Well, it don't matter. It's about 5 seconds. He stands there for about 5 seconds, and then he turns away. But Usyk is spark on him. So Fury now and again, during the press conference, you're still a day or two away. It's not necessarily real yet. Yeah? Now Fury's starting to clock on. Oh no, this little gap-toothed gremlin, he really want this. I don't really want to be here no more. I don't want to be here no more. There's no place, I don't believe there's no, unless you're back in medieval times where you're on the battlefield. In these estrogenic, low T times, there's nowhere more scary to be than a ring you don't want to be in. That's my base case. Having to be in a fight you don't want to be there for, or a fight that you're doing because you want to make some money for your family, as such. Or just to make more money, because Fury said, I'm only fighting because no one in my family can make 100 million for 10 minutes work. That's not a real that's not going to make you fight hard and want to be there. He don't want to be there no more. So, Johnny Nelson, I've been doing this. My name's Johnny Nelson. I've been stinking the place out all my whole career. No, I'm messing. But you get the point. I'm not, I've been slagging Tyson off, but now I've got here. And the Desert Diddies did one on me. I now think Fury is the best thing since sliced bread. Oops. So all the inconsistencies here, it shows a man. He came in calm. Well, most of the build-up's been pretty calm. Then he went rogue, saying you gap-toothed midget. Then he's gone calm again into this fight week. Then he's lost his head. He is all over the place. I saw some corny dude say, YB, Fury's got ADHD, and when you have ADHD, you can just hyper-focus, and it's like, people just, he's bipolar, but when bipolar can focus, he's all over the place. Yeah? No, I could be wrong. Fury's best chance is to come out, stick his feet in the ground, and say, you gap-tooth. You don't have another chance like that. If he goes in there herky-jerky, and, that's what he'll do. He'll come out scared to death again. It's real now. We're here now. He don't want to be there. He's my base case. He don't want to be there at all. Usyk's going to be all over him like a rash. For the greater cause. Anywho, there's the analysis, folks. I think that's about it. They both said some words after this weigh-in, and it was a standard kind of thing. It's like, it's fight night now, I've got nothing to say type shtick. A bit dead. Anywho, before I go, let's now do a side mission. Johnny Bosch and Dave Allen. I want to see where they weighed in at, to tell the truth.
We asked ITV.
Oh, the moody ads, man. Come on. I need to upload my YouTube Premium to this account, to be fair. That's what I need to do, because these ads are killing me, man.
True event.
You joking? Where's the skip? I don't watch this movie.
257.6.
So, Dave Allen weighed in 257.6. Let's have a look. Dave Allen box rec. Let's see what that's saying. Dave Allen box rec. 257. Okay, well, it's not it's not a bad weight. I don't know, people. I don't know. I'm probably gonna get bumped, to be honest. He's in worse shape than he was against a complete stiffer. Ami Bouchetta, complete stiff. So he fought Dave Price at 240. It's like, how have you not lost 15? Lucas Brown even when he looked pretty good, 244. He's 22 pounds heavier. He's taking the piss out of me. I'm going to be absolutely screwing if this guy bungles it and don't turn up. I don't even care if he's heavy, to be honest. If you're heavy, go get in there, you big heavy ass. Don't let me see you in there. Oh, I didn't train, because I'll be pissed off, Dave. I really will. I've had enough of you now if you're taking the piss out of me. You know what I mean? Taking the piss too many times. And Johnny Bosch, he's bigger, but he's leaner. He's 241. Again, all this stuff don't really matter. But I would have liked to have seen something, I don't know, in the 240s at least. If he came in the 240s, you'd be able to say, wow, Dave Allen hasn't been in this shape since 2019 against David Price. So I find it weird how the few big fights he's had, well, I don't know, maybe that's not true. Dave Price was a big fight, and Lucas Brown was a big fight. He bungled the David Price fight, so the weight really didn't matter in that one. He did well against Lucas Brown. That said, though, he knocked Nick Webb's spark out. Not that Nick Webb's anyone, but Nick Webb was a big favourite, and he was 258. He also went the distance with Tony. Oh no, he got TKO'd by Tony Yoka at 260. Well, let's see what he fought Dillian White at. Maybe it's a strategy of his. He fought Dillian. He fought Dillian White, which is probably one of his better fights, to tell the truth. He fought Dillian White at 237. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. But listen, my tenner's on now. My tenner's on. And it is what it is. It don't really matter. If he's fit, well, I'll be a hypocrite sitting here saying, oh, it doesn't matter, but YB, you've spent 20 minutes talking about how it matters about Tyson Fury being heavy. It does matter. It's not the best look, in my opinion. I'm just Again, I'm probably sexualized. The same way I looked at Mike's shot legs and said, no, he can do it, he can do it. But in reality, this isn't the best look, man. I've never had a camp before. Now I've had a full camp. Well, now you've had a full camp. How is it possible? You're more or less weighing in your career heaviest. How's that possible? Oh, I've only ever had 2-3 weeks. How was you coming in 2-3 weeks against these dudes here and weighing 257? Now you've had 12 weeks. You're 257. Make that make sense? And Dave Allen was in budgie smugglers as well again in this weigh-in. It wasn't no moody biker leather jacket like Tyson Fury had. We'll find out. I don't rate Johnny. That said, it looks like this cat here, Dave Allen, ain't going to be the guy to do it. Based on the weights, at least. But if he has art, it's a bit like Ben Whittaker was slagging off. Oh man, he was slagging off Liam Cameron's body. Oh, your body looks soft and you got a big block body. Oops. You can't make it work for you. Yeah, and in reality, a lot of heavyweights from the old school, they were a bit softer. On the softer side. They weren't really like AJ, and if you look at Lennox Lewis, he wasn't like an AJ or Dubois, bone dry lean. They had a bit of cushion for the pushing. Pause. It's in your mind. Don't really matter what weight. As long as Dave ain't coming in 285, it's in your mind. If you're hard and you want this, which you don't know, that's what will make the difference here. It would have been nicer for him to be a bit... Dave said, oh, I'm a bit slow. Oh yeah, I know I'm a bit slow. Well, you guess what? You're going to be a bit quicker, Dave. We already know your chin's pretty good. So why would you come in adding 20 pounds extra? 20 pounds? 15 pounds, call it. Why do that for? Come in, drop the 15 pounds, which you're not like you're going to underweigh him. Because Johnny Bash is 241. Come in a similar weight to him, 240, 245. You could took 5 kilos off, 6 kilos off, and you're going to be quicker. And you're going to have more gas. And you're still going to be soft. Dave would still be soft too. When Dave fought Dave Price, which is his lowest weight, 241 recently, or half a decade ago, Dave Allen versus David Price weigh-in. He wasn't bone dry lean at 241. He was leaner, clearly. He looks more like an athlete there, to tell the truth. This is more what an athlete should look like, in my opinion. And this says it all to me, to be fair. That's what an athlete... he's not the most muscular, but you'd say that's an athletic build, right? Athletic build. He don't need to be athletic, but soft. That's fair for a heavyweight. Put in another 15 pounds on, another 7 kilo, 6 kilo. I don't know what planet they're on, to be honest. Johnny Fisher is quicker, he's younger and whatnot. So, listen, it is what it is. My tenner's on now. I'm not going to take it off. It's worth a punt. But don't be surprised either way. Don't be surprised if he does really well. And don't be surprised if he stinks the place out. And I'm going to be absolutely screwing Dave if you've cucked me again. So I pissed off. The way you've sold this fight, oh yeah, I'm doing it for this, doing it for that. You best deliver now. Otherwise you'll be an embarrassment to your kin. That's the truth. Because you could have took this fight and just said, yeah, I'm cashing out. You haven't. You decided to talk the most and get my coin involved. And I'll be pissed off. Yeah? So come correct. You don't have to be the fittest. You need to fight hard. That's what you need to do. That's all we require. If you don't want to do no training, if you want to come in soft and slow as molasses, that's your right to do so. That said, when the bell goes, don't tell me, oh, well, actually, I didn't retrain. Don't hear that, Dave, now. You're grown now. You're grown folk now. Yeah? Oh, well, I knew I had a massive opportunity, but I didn't really train. No. I'm done with them bars now, Dave. Get in there now and go out spark on you. But I don't want to hear about, oh, well, he couldn't stop me. I'm not interested, Dave, if he couldn't stop you or not. I'm not interested if he couldn't put you down or not. I'm interested in you getting in there and having a go. Yeah? Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, like the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this on people. Stop it.